Hi guys, before I start my video, I would like to make my apology, but it's only a very mild one, so don't expect too much. This is my first video, but my first video was supposed to be made a year ago, and I'm very sorry for doing it late. It's because I got locked out of many accounts, and this was one of them. Let's start the video, though, without further ado. This one is about a channel called RayDubs. It's actually a person I know in person. He is my friend. His actual name is Ryan, not Ray. And in case you guys don't know, he actually has a channel. I'll put it up on screen right now. This is it, RayDubs Posts, I believe, or whatever. I don't know. It could be different now. I'm pretty sure it is, but I forget the name. He used to do community posts, which he still does. This is one of them about he's seen a friend in grade 3 or whatever. I don't know. It's something about he's seen a friend, but he hasn't seen him since grade 3 or whatever, something around those lines. But he's also making live streams now, which is cool and all, but his live streams get no views, and they're 1 frame a second, so I kind of recommend him getting a better camera. But obviously that's not what this video is about. I'm obviously not going to talk about his terrible quality and how he should probably get a new camera, a new screen recorder, and even better, a new computer or something. Because as a person who's seen him in person, as a person who's literally been with him, as a person who used to hang out with him, I would tell you that he literally got his PC from Dollarama. And I'm not even kidding. That's not even an overstatement. I'm not even kidding. But that's obviously not what this video is about. Today, we're discussing something a little bit more serious in his kind of form, away from his YouTube channel. Rumors that are true, rumors that are false. We are going to be explaining that in this video, and hopefully get a little bit of backup, because as a person who's seen him in person and has been friends with him, I'd know. Anyway, let's just get this party started without further ado. Alright, let me put my YouTuber voice on. His live streams and community posts mostly consider his daily life at home, mostly consisting of hanging out with friends, gaming, etc. Things that an average person would do at home, like learning how to drive. Not actually, this is in a game. Again, it's 1 frame a second. Omegle, but I cannot skip people. Again, this is 1 frame a second. I watched the whole thing, I know. So, who is Ryan? Who is RayDubs? Why does he post? And how do I know him? And how do you get to know him better? Well, the thing is, I will not be saying any personal information. So, Ryan, if you're watching this, don't worry. I'm not going to be doxing you. I'm not Sniper Wolf. However, I will be exposing you a little bit, because you are kind of a menace. What can I say? So, RayDubs, also known as Ryan, is a kid on YouTube. First of all, he is 10 years old. He's almost 11. That's all I'm going to be saying about the personal information. That's not personal information, really, though, because you can say that publicly without needing for someone to dox you, unless there's some kind of crazy criminal record, like some shit from the Wyoming incident. However, I will be talking about things, again, exposing him a tiny bit, because, I don't know. So, Ryan, if you know Hamoody229, and if you know the Eliverse, which surprisingly is me, I know. Oh my god. Can you sign my autograph? Okay, stop. Chill out. Okay, I'm not wanting an autograph. Okay, I'm just here, recording a video. And I'm gonna re-upload this video onto the Eliverse too, because, why not? So, Ryan, also known as RayDubs, is part of the Eliverse crew, actually, believe it or not. Consisting of me, Eli Gibbons, also known as the Eliverse, Hamoody229, Leo, and many others. Now, a little bit of backstory. Ryan is a kid who goes to the same school as I do, though obviously I'm not going to be saying that because I'm not trying to Sniper Wolf myself. However, this is a little bit of information that I have to say, because when we go to school together, I know what he's doing. I know, he's literally, he's the type of kid, we don't go to the same class, obviously. We're in different grades. I'm in grade 7. However, it's weird, okay? It's a very weird topic to discuss, okay? I'm not trying to, dox myself or anyone else. However, I know that Ryan, I'm getting ahead of myself here. All right, let's talk about what we did during the summer, because that's important, because I made a few videos about me and him during the summer, including Hamoody229, or let's just call him Hamoody. Now, we did a lot together, including making videos with certain plans, like the base project, and other things as well, of course, like the avocado disc and stuff was a one to consider. Doing collabs with him, so I've obviously done collabs with him. So there's a deeper meaning to him than his posts. However, something does seem questionable with his posts. However, one thing I want to consider is during the summer, he would actually do some illegal shit. Like, I wouldn't be involved with it, actually, believe it or not. But he did commit some illegal crimes, including stealing, pickpocketing, burning things, so basically like mild arson, vandalism, ding-dong ditching, if we're considering a little bit mild. So yeah, he's kind of a menace to society a tiny bit, but that's during the summer. I'm not 100% sure if he does that anymore, because I'm not really friends with him. Well, I'm friends, but not best friends. Okay, so the thing is, we are still friends, but he doesn't think that we're friends. We're not best friends, but we're friends. We still respect each other, and I respect him. But I think there has to be a lot of exposing going on. He can't get away with the crimes. Now, the thing is, I would pretend to respect him because of the crimes he committed. However, secretly, I didn't, obviously, because you can't literally respect a criminal that's on the loose. The police have gotten a hold of him before, though, but again, he's a kid. But yeah, he's done some criminal things, and still, I don't know if he does. I don't know exactly if he does that anymore. So if you go to his channel, still show him a little bit of love, because I don't know if he does that anymore. I think he's sorry. But still, he shouldn't have done those in the first place, but I think he's apologized in recent times, and I think he's ready to go. And I think y'all should subscribe to him, because he makes a pretty good channel, in my opinion. He hasn't really made any videos. However, he did make a short, which is now deleted, and it's about when there's no games on Roblox that seem interesting or something or whatever. Something along those lines. Something about that. Something about some typical gamer shit. Something normal you'd see on YouTube all the time. I would make videos like that, but, well, my 10-year-old self probably would, but not right now. I don't really got time to be making videos that don't really make much sense. However, RayDubs does have the time, because he's younger than me. And he does go to the same school as me. Doesn't mean he's better than me. He's in a different grade. And he does different things. So I don't know what his life is, but it's probably time for him to reconsider. Getting a little bit more personal, but not too personal. Not to the point where I'm straight up doxing him like Sniper Wolf or someone else that you'd see on the internet. That's absolutely crazy and needs to get their mind checked. However, RayDubs, also known as Ryan, so let's just call him Ryan for now, because I'm not going to call him by his name if I know his actual name. And I'll tell you guys, so you know, his name is Ryan, which I already told you in this video, but it doesn't matter. He is kind of, I don't know, he's getting ahead of himself a little bit. The reason why I say he's getting ahead of himself is because, he already has a girlfriend, and he's had that girlfriend since, September 2024. And back then, he was 10. Today, he's, still 10, but going on 11. He's turning 11 in April. But I'm not saying any more. I'm not doxing him. Remember that, okay? I have no intention of hacking or doxing anybody, so I would like to keep it a little bit more public info. Things that you normally see. But things that you wouldn't know straight from looking at his channel. So, who is Ryan? Well, Ryan is obviously, I already said, he's a person that goes to the same school as me. However, the thing is, he is not just a channel you'd see on YouTube just automatically from scrolling or even searching. He has 6 subscribers, for crying out loud. he is not a very popular channel. When I was 10, I had 6 subscribers. Well, by the end of when I was 10, I had like 350, but it doesn't matter. Or like 500, I don't know. He is not a bad channel. However, he used to do bad things, and that's what makes me a little bit creeped out. No, not creeped out, but, you know. Yeah, Ryan isn't a bad kid. However, to get to know him better, he has a girlfriend, which is a little bit, strange. I don't know if I'm just saying this because I'm a complete, like, broke-ass single guy. But, you know, I'm single and ready to mingle, and he has a girlfriend, which is kind of him getting, again, ahead of himself. Because, he's 10 years old. For crying out loud, man. Whoa, this is like some kind of retarded misery. How does he have a girlfriend at age 10? Like, when I was 10, I was eating crayons. Motherfucker, my YouTube channel, a part of when I was 10, I didn't even have my YouTube channel yet. So how is he getting a girlfriend while I was here in, like, when I was 10 years old, wondering if chocolate was made out of mud or if chocolate milk was made from brown cows? He's getting a girlfriend already and talking about sexual manners with her. That is crazy to me. It's hard to grasp my mind. And I was just 10 a couple of years ago. Motherfucker. And this is crazy, too, because he has a lot of friends, too. And I have a few friends, too. Actually, many friends. But, come on, man. He's getting ahead of himself here. Like, it's hard to grasp my mind around. Like, how does he do this? Turns out it's because he's kind of... But I don't mean that in a bad way, because I used to be a little bit too, but I never got a girlfriend. They're going to laugh at me in the comments. How do I know that he has a girlfriend? Not because he told me, but Hamoudi told me, so credits to Hamoudi. Me and Hamoudi are still best friends. Me and Ryan aren't really best friends, but we are friends. He doesn't think we're friends, but we are. He just doesn't really know it yet. But he does have a girlfriend, which makes me kind of creeped out, because when I was 10... It's I don't know. The resemblance is very, very not uncanny. All right? Let's just say that. We are in a straight-up manner right now. We can't do anything together anymore because he has a girlfriend. I don't. He's just going to be making fun of me like, oh, it's Eli, the guy with no bitches. Nice to see you. Like what? Like, this motherfucker, man. Again, when I was 10, I was doing the weirdest shit. Eating my boogers, eating crayons, thinking soil and chocolate were the same, and thinking the moon was following my car, thinking chocolate milk was made from brown cows, watching the droplets on my window, on the car window, at a race, like this, like that's what I was doing at age 10, right? This motherfucker has a girlfriend, and he was younger than I was when I thought the same thing, when I thought that I was better than everyone else, and that I thought chocolate milk was made from brown cows, and I could just eat paint. Like the thing is, it's very uncanny how society is. You know, Gen Beta is officially out, and I do not think that any Gen Betas will survive. And now, I'm not saying that he's a Gen Beta. He is a Gen Alpha. I'm a Gen Z. I'm just into Gen Z. However, I think it's really weird how he is just like... Oh my gosh. Alright, but here's where things get very weird. Very weird with this channel. I'm talking crazy. Like Area 51 weird. Unexplainable. Crazy shit, man. Like, you're not ready for this one, man. You are not ready for this one. So if you don't know already, we actually chat a lot on YouTube. And when we do, it gets pretty weird. Like, take this for consideration. This is the weirdest one yet. Like, if you take this one in consideration, Look here, Eli. Respectfully, I'm not your friend anymore, and everyone, this is a video from a long time ago. So clearly, he can't really speak that well, which I get. He probably has a lot of typos, which means he's probably new at typing. To which I responded, I respect you, bro. Eli still loves you, not in a gay way. He keeps responding from here. The conversation keeps going. He says, me too, but I can't be your friend, though. Sorry, but at least it was good talking to you. This is a long one to digest. We should at least try to become friends again before 2025. I mean, it's already November, but I mean, it's really your choice. I'm still friends with other people like Vaughn, Keegan, and Hamoudi at times, but overall, you do you. I respect you too, bro, but it's getting to be Christmas season, and it means it's been over 2 months since we started to not be friends. But also, when we were friends, it was top tier. I mean, we quite literally kept on making disses on avocado, make songs. It was good. But you deciding to not be friends with me doesn't count as betrayal to me, and it's fine. Overall, I still respect you, even if we are not friends. Sorry, but no, you're too dramatic and selfish. Okay, first of all, never was I dramatic and selfish to you. Like, to define it, dramatic means you take things way too seriously. You are not a chill guy. You never take things with a grain of salt, which is definitely not me. It never has been. And it's only with things like avocado that I have to be a little bit dramatic. I'm sorry, but you're not avocado, so I have to pass on that one. And then selfish. So you're basically saying I only care about myself. I'm some kind of narcissist. Like, first of all, you're wrong, not me. So just accept it, man. Like, I mean, it's not like some kind of like, it shouldn't be that hard for you to just understand, like, it's not your fault, but it's also not really mine either. I mean, I may have made a couple mistakes here and there, but that doesn't make me a bad person, and it doesn't make you a bad person either. So stop blaming either one. I mean, it's just common sense. I responded, I'm still friends with Hamoudi, though. Even if not, I still have Vaughn, Keegan, Jaden, etc. Don't worry, I'm not forcing you to be friends again. It's your choice. You do you. This aged horribly, LMFAO, skull emoji, praying emoji. Yup, I think it's safe to say that was the last message I ever sent him. He never responded. It looks like he never even really cared, but come on. It's a little bit selfish on your part, not mine. You care about yourself and your girlfriend. By the way, her name is Rebel. Or Ribble, or Ribble, or Red Bull. I don't know. Red Bull gives you wings. Rebel. I have no fucking clue. But yeah, he's very weird. He's a very weird kid. But I do respect him, despite all this. By the way, I'm turning 13 in 2 months. So, if you could shout out to me on March 15th, that'd be really good. Anyway, that's all I have to say for this video. Not really much to say. Again, this is my first video, so I don't really have much to talk about, so I'm just going to say things that I know. But I will do that probably in my next video. Talk about things like the Mr. Beast situation, even though that's kind of dead. And I'll see you guys next time. Oh, actually, hold on. I have one more idea that I just came up with that I'll probably make. The disturbing media iceberg from, like, below NSFW to NSFL. So that'll probably be my next topic. And I have been discovering more media that I could use and more videos on YouTube for icebergs, that I could use. But it's not going to be that edited, so just be warned. It's not going to be that edited because I don't really have that much editing skills despite being on YouTube for nearly 3 years. Yep, that's right. I started the Eliverse 3 years ago almost. Yet, I'm still not that great at editing, so just beware. I can make edits on shorts, but whatever. Alright, I'm getting ahead of myself here. Anyway, I'll have to cut the video here now. But, yeah, that's pretty much about it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out, y'all. Remember, Jesus is king. And so is Allah. And so is, Buddhism. And so is, God. And, every God you can think of. Okay. Alright, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.